Welcome to you all in this third lecture of continuum mechanics. In this lecture, we shall discuss some more properties of tensors. So let us start. So first property we are going to discuss in lecture is tensor multiplication. So suppose that Aij are components of a second order tensor A and Bi are components of a vector B, then Aij, Bk are components of a third order tensor. We shall denote it by tensor product of second order tensor A to B, and we shall call it tensor product of second order tensor A and B. And we shall discuss one more result. If Aij and Bij are components of second order tensor A and B respectively, then Aik, Bmj are components of a fourth order tensor denoted by tensor product of A and B. So we shall prove these two results. So let us start. Suppose Cijk is equal to Aij Bk in all coordinate system. So since we have to prove that Aij Bk are components of a third order tensor, so we have to show that this Aij Bk, that is Cijk, follows the transformation rule for a third order tensors. Now C dash ijk we can write as Aij dash Bk dash. So since this Aij are components of a second order tensor, so it will follows the transformation rule for a second order tensor. So Aij dash we can write as alpha Ip, alpha Jq, Apq, and since Bi are components of a vector, so it will follow the transformation rule for a first order tensor. So Bk dash is equal to alpha Kr Br. So now we can write Cijk dash is equal to alpha Ip, alpha Jq, alpha Kr, Apq, Br. Okay, so this implies Cijk dash is equal to alpha Ip, alpha Jq, alpha Kr, and by this rule where I defined Cijk is equal to Aij Bk, so by that property we can write Apq Br as Cpqr. So since this is the transformation law for a third order tensor, so therefore Cijk, which is equal to Aij Bk, are components of a third order tensor. In similar way, we shall prove that Aik, Bmj are components of a fourth order tensor. So I am assuming that Dik Mj is equal to Aik Bmj in all coordinate system. So I have to prove that this Dik Mj are the components of a fourth order tensor, means it will follow the transformation law for a fourth order tensor. So therefore D dash Ik Mj is equal to Aik dash Bmj dash. Now since this Aij and Bij are components of a second order tensor, so it will follow the transformation law for a second order tensor. So we can write Aik dash is equal to alpha Ip, alpha Kq, Apq, and Mj dash we can write as alpha Mr, alpha Js, Brs. This is the transformation rule for a second order tensor. So therefore D dash Ikmj is equal to alpha Ip, alpha Kq, alpha Mr, alpha Js, Apq, Brs. Now here we have defined Dikmj is equal to Aikbmj. So Apq can be written as Dpqrs. So it will become Dikmj dash is equal to alpha Ip, alpha Kq, alpha Mr, alpha Gs, Dpqrs. So this is the transformation law for a fourth order tensor. So thus this Dikmj, which is equal to Aikmj, are components of a fourth order tensor. Now we are we can denote this law as ijk component of tensor product of tensor A and B is equal to aijbk, which is equal to ij component of tensor A and kth component of vector B. IKMJ component of tensor product of two second order tensor A and B is equal to AIKBMJ, which is equal to IK component of tensor A into MJ component of tensor B. So we can write these two laws in this form. Now next property we are going to discuss the contraction law. So if Aij and Bij are components of second order tensor A and B, and Ci are the components of vector C, then Aij Cj are components of a vector called product of A and C, and it is denoted by this symbol AC. And next we are going to discuss Aik Bkj are components of a second order tensor called product of two second order tensors A and B, and it is denoted by AB. And the next result is Aij Bij is a scalar called scalar product of A and B, and it is denoted by A dot B. Okay. So firstly we shall discuss the proof of first one. So in the previous results we have seen that Aij Ck are components of a third order tensor. So this is the component of Aij Ck are components of a third order tensor. Now Aij Cj, so Aijcj, we have to show that this is the component of a vector. So how this Aijcj is obtained from Aijck? It is obtained from Aijck by changing this k to j. So changing of one free suffix. So because here it is three free suffix ijk. So the one free suffix k I am changing and putting similar as one more free suffix here. So here what we have done, so Aijcj, this is obtained from Aijck by a contraction operation. So what is a contraction operation? A contraction operation, we have changed one free suffix and putted this free suffix similar as the other free suffix. Okay, so this is called one contraction, and when we are doing one contraction, what it is doing, it is reducing the order by 2, because Aijck are components of third order tensor, and here we have to prove that Aijcj are components of a vector. So third order tensor to vector means it is reducing, one contraction operation is reducing the order by 2. So since we have to prove Aij Cj are components of a vector, so I am assuming that Di is equal to Aij Cj in all coordinate systems. Now Di dash we can write as Aij dash Cj dash. So since Aij dash, Aij is a component of second order tensor, so it will follow the transformation rule for a second order tensor. So we can write Aij dash is equal to alpha Ip, alpha jq, and Apq. And this Ci is the component of a vector. So it will follow the transformation law for a first order tensor, that is a vector. So we can write as Cj dash is equal to alpha jr cr. So therefore Di dash is equal to alpha Ip, alpha jq, alpha jr, Apq, cr. Now we shall use the property of delta symbol here. Alpha jq and alpha jr you can write as delta qr. So therefore you will get D I dash is equal to alpha IP delta QR APQ CR. Now this delta QR you put with this CR. So what you will get, Di dash is equal to alpha IP APQ delta QR CR. And again we shall use the property of delta symbol, delta QR CR is equal to CQ. So we get Di dash is equal to alpha IP APQ CQ. And APQ CQ, by the definition of this, how we have defined this di. So di is equal to aij cj. So a pq cq we can write as dp. So we got di dash is equal to alpha ip dp, and this is the transformation law for a first order tensor. We are calling it vector. So therefore di is equal to aij cj are components of a vector. Now we shall prove the second part. So you see here, we have to show that this aik bkj are components of a second order tensor. We have to prove it. Now we already proved earlier that aik bmj are components of a fourth order tensor. So here I am doing one contraction operation and changing this m to k. So when we shall change this m to k by one contraction operation, then the order will be reduced by 2. So this is the fourth order tensor, it will reduce to a second order tensor. That one we have to be proved here, aik bkj. So I am assuming that suppose dij is equal to aik bkj in all coordinate system. So dij dash is equal to aik dash bkj dash. So this implies dij dash is equal to, since this both aik dash means aij and bij are the components of second order tensor. So these both will follow the transformation rule for a second order tensor. So we can write aik dash is equal to alpha ip alpha kq apq, and kj dash we can write as alpha kr alpha gas brs. So therefore this dij dash is equal to alpha ip alpha kq alpha kr alpha js apq brs. Now we shall use the property of delta, and this alpha kq and alpha kr, this two product alpha kq alpha kr we can write as delta qr. So therefore we shall get dij dash is equal to alpha ip alpha js delta qr and apq brs. So now again we shall use the property of delta, and we shall take this delta qr with brs. So we shall get dij dash is equal to alpha ip alpha js apq and delta qr brs. So delta qr brs you can write as bqs by the property of delta symbol. So we shall get dij dash is equal to alpha ip alpha js apq, and this delta qr brs will become bqs. So we shall get this bqs. Now we get dij dash is equal to alpha ip alpha js dps. dps we shall get because this one dij is defined by aik pkj. So by that definition this one apq bqs you can write as dps. So we got dij dash is equal to alpha ip alpha js dps, and this is the transformation law for a second order tensor. So thus dij is equal to aik pkj are components of a second order tensor. Now we shall prove the third result. So we have to show that this aij bj are this aij bj is a scalar, we have to prove. So how we shall get this aij bj? So we know that this aik bmj, this is a fourth order tensor. Now I am doing the two contraction operations, means I am changing this symbol m to I and k to j. So there are four free suffix. So out of these four free suffix, I am changing two free suffix and putting as the other two free suffix. Means k I am putting as a j and m I am putting as I. So this AIKMJ is a fourth order tensor, and we shall do two contraction operations. So order will be reduced by 2 plus 2, means order will be reduced by 4. So 4 minus 4 is 0, means AIJBJ is a tensor of order 0, means it is a scalar. That one we have to be proved that it is a scalar. So I am assuming that suppose D is equal to Aij Bij in all coordinate system. So d dash is equal to aij dash bij dash. So since this both aij and bij are the components of second order tensor, so they will follow the transformation rule for a second order tensor. So aij dash you can write as alpha ip, alpha jq, apq, and bij dash you can write as alpha ir, alpha js, brs. So therefore d dash is equal to alpha ip, alpha jq, apq, alpha ir, alpha js, brs. Now I am taking this one. I can write this d dash is equal to alpha ip, alpha jq, alpha ir, alpha js, and this apq and brs I am writing together. So now I will use the property of delta symbol. So alpha ip and alpha ir. So alpha ip and alpha ir we can write as delta pr, and alpha jq and alpha js we can write as delta qs. So this one alpha ip, alpha ir I have written as delta pr, and alpha jq, alpha js as written as delta qs. So d dash will become d dash is equal to delta pr, delta qs, apq, brs. So now this delta pr I am taking with apq, and delta qs I am taking with brs. So d dash is equal to delta pr, apq, and delta qs, brs. So by the property of delta symbol, again this one delta pr, apq you can write as aqr, and delta bs, brs you can write as bqr. So you got d dash is equal to aqr, bqr. So since both q and r are the summation suffix, we can change it to the other. So q I am changing to I, and r I am changing to j. So we can write d dash is equal to aij bj, and aij bj is d. So we got d dash is equal to d. So d dash is equal to d means this d is equal to aij bij is a scalar invariant, or we can say it is a scalar. So contraction property what we discuss, if we shall operate one contraction operation, order will be reduced by 2, and when we shall apply the two contraction operation, order will be replaced by 2 plus 2 means it is 4. So now in the suffix notation how we can write. So tensor product of second order tensor a and c. So its ith there is some typing error. Actually this is not the tensor product. So this is a into c. So ac its ith component is aij cj, means ij component of tensor a, and jth component of c. Same way there is a typing error. This is product of a and b, means ab. ab its ik component is aij bjk. So we can write as aij, ij component of tensor a, and this one is a kj component, sorry, jk component. So jk component of tensor b. So these two are the typing error, so you please correct it. This is ac and this is ab, so there is no tensor product. Now a dot d. So a dot bj is scalar, and its component is given by aij bij. We have just proved it. So this one is a, its ij component, b ij component. Now a square its ij component is equal to, it is similar as this law. ab its ik component is aij bjk. So same, b you replace by a, so a into a is a square. So this one will become a square, its ij component is aik bkj, and this is aq, its im component is aik akj ajm. Because this one aq you can write as a into a into a, 3 times a, and you will follow the same law, so you will get that one. So now we are going to discuss the another law, it's called quotient law. So in this law we are going to discuss if this ai be an ordered triplet in xi system, then for an arbitrary vector b with components bi, if ai bi is a scalar, then ai are components of a vector. So you can say this is just just short converse of contraction you can say, because there we have proved that if ai bi are the components of a vector, then ai bi is a is a scalar. And we also proved there that if aij aij are components of a second order tensor and bi are components of a vector, then aij bj are components of a vector. So here we have to do the reverse. So let aij be a 3 cross 3 matrix related to xi system. Then for an arbitrary vector b with components bi, if aij bj are the components of a vector, then we have to show that these aij are components of a second order tensor. So these are almost you can say almost these are the converse of the uh, contraction laws. So we are going to prove the first result. So since ai bi is a scalar, so it will follow the transformation rule for a zero order tensor, or we can say scalar. It is a scalar invariant. So since it is a scalar invariant, you can write ai bi is equal to ai dash bi dash. And since bi are component of a vector, so it will follow the transformation rule for a first order tensor. So bi dash is equal to alpha ip pp. Now from equations 1 and 2, we can write this ai bi is equal to ai dash, and bi dash you put here. So bi dash you can put alpha ip pp. Now since this suffix I in the left hand side here as well as in the right hand side here, this is a summation suffix, so I am replacing this suffix by the other suffix p. So this ai bi you can write as ap bp. So ap bp is equal to ai dash alpha ip bp. Now this right hand term I am bringing to left hand side and taking this bp as a common, so you can write as ap minus alpha ip ai dash bp is equal to 0. Now since this bp, so pi is an arbitrary vector, so bp is the component of the arbitrary vector b. So this expression holds if and only if this ap is equal to alpha ip ai dash, and this alpha ip ap is equal to alpha ip ai dash. This is the transformation law for a vector. So thus ai are components of a vector. Now we shall discuss the second quotient law. So here it's given that aij bj are components of a vector. So I am assuming that this aij bj is equal to ci in all the coordinate system. So now ci dash, because since this ci are the components of a vector, so it will follow the transformation rule for a vector, or you can say first order Cartesian tensor. So it will become ci dash is equal to alpha ip cp. Now since bi are components of vector, so it will also follow the transformation law for a vector. So you can write bi dash is equal to alpha ip bp. Now from equations 3 and 4, we can write ci dash is equal to, from here this one, ci dash is equal to aij dash bj dash. And since this ci and bi are the components of a vector, so they will follow the transformation rule for a vector. So we can use equation 3 and 4 here. So this ci dash you can write as alpha ip cp, and bj dash, so here j I am replacing by j, and this summation suffix p I am replacing by q. So you can write bj dash is equal to alpha jq bq. So I written here alpha jq bq. Now what I am doing, both side I am multiplying by alpha IR. So you can write alpha IP alpha IR CP is equal to alpha IR alpha JQ AIJ dash BQ. Now here I am using the property of delta symbol. So alpha IP alpha IR, by using the property of delta symbols, we can write here delta, this is delta PR, we can write here. So delta PR delta PR CP, and this one we can write here alpha IR alpha JQ AIJ dash BQ. Now this delta PR CP, by property of again delta symbol, we can write as CR. CR is equal to alpha IR alpha JQ AIJ dash BQ. Now I am using the definition of this CR, because CI we have defined as AIJ BJ. So CR is equal to, we can write as ARQ BQ. So ARQ BQ, which is equal to alpha IR alpha JQ AIJ dash BQ. Now the left side term I am shifting to the right hand side term I am shifting to the left hand side and taking BQ as common. So we can write as ARQ minus alpha IR alpha JQ AIJ dash BQ is equal to 0. Now since BI are the components of an arbitrary vector, so this expression holds if and only if this ARQ is equal to alpha IR alpha JQ AIJ dash. So this is the transformation rule for a second order tensor, thus AIJ are component of a second order tensor. Now I am going to discuss one problem. We have to prove the following identities. Tensor product of vectors A and B, and its product with vector C is equal to B dot CA, and tensor product of AB minus BA into vector C is equal to C cross A cross B. This is the product of tensor A to the tensor product of vector A and B is equal to AA tensor product with the B, and tensor product of AB, its product with the tensor product of CD is equal to B dot C, tensor product of A and vectors A and D. So how we shall prove this first result, we shall discuss here. So since we know the tensor product of vectors A and B, so tensor product of two vector is a second order tensor. So this AB is a second order tensor, and you know that the product of a second order tensor with a vector is a vector. We have already proved. So this is overall this a tensor product of AB to C is a vector. So its ith component. So ith component, by how we are writing, its ith component is equal to this tensor product of AB, its ij component, and vector C, its jth component. So tensor product of AB, its ij component we can write as AIBJ, and vector C, its jth component we can write as CJ. So this BJ and CJ I am putting together, so we can write BJ CJ AI, and BJ CJ means B1 C1 plus B2 C2 plus B3 C3. So this is actually B dot C, vector B dot C. So vector B dot C into AI. So this is what this B dot C, dot product of two vector is a scalar. So this is a scalar. So this is B dot C A, its ith component. So since ith component of this one tensor product of two vectors AB and C is ith component of B dot CA. So two vector, their ith components, their components are equal, then both vectors are equal. So therefore both is equal. Now we shall discuss the second one. So tensor product of AB minus tensor product of vectors BA into C. So you see the difference of two same order tensor is again a same order tensor. So this is a second order tensor. This B tensor product of BA is also a second order tensor. So their difference is a second order tensor, and its product with a vector C. So product of a tensor with a vector is again a vector. So its ith component. So ith component we can write as this tensor product of AB, its ij component minus tensor product of BA, its ij component into Cj. So ij component of tensor product of A and B we can write as AIBJ, and ij component of tensor product of vectors B and A we can write as BIAJ, and jth component of vector C we can write as Cj. So it will become this Bj Cj I am putting together, Bj Cj AI minus Aj Cj Bi. So this Bj Cj, this is B dot C, and Aj Cj, that is A dot C. So we can write B dot C AI minus A dot C Bi. So this overall is the ith component of B dot C vector A minus A dot C vector B. So this B dot C A minus A dot CB, this is a vector triple product of three vectors, that is C cross A cross B, its ith component. So the ith components both sides are equal, so both vectors will be equal. So therefore tensor product of AB minus tensor product of BA C is equal to C cross A cross B. Now we shall discuss the third result. So second order tensor A, its product with the tensor product of AB. So you know that the tensor product of two second order tensor, the product of two second order tensor is again a second order tensor. So its ij component is equal to tensor A, its ik component, and tensor product of vectors A and B, its kj component. So tensor A, its ik component is aik, and kj component of tensor product of A and B we can write as ak bj. So this one will become aik ak, this one I am taking together, and this is bj. So aik ak, this is the ith component of product of second order tensor A with the vector A, and bj is the jth component of vector B. So this one you can write as aa tensor product with a vector B, its ij component. So these both ij components are equal, so both tensors will be also equal. So therefore we can write A into tensor product of vectors A and B is equal to product of tensor A with the vector A and its tensor product with the vector B. Now the last result we are going to be discuss. So tensor product of two vectors AB, its product with the tensor product of two vectors CD. So this is a second order tensor, this is also a second order tensor. So their product is again a second order tensor. So its ij component is equal to tensor product of AB, its ij component, and tensor product of vector C and D, its kj component. So its ik component you can write as aibk, and its kj component of this one C tensor product of C and D you can write as ck dj. So you can write now this bk ck I am putting together. So bk ck ai dj. So bk ck is equal to p dot c, and ai dj you can write as the tensor product of vector A and D. So this whole it's a ij component. So since ij component of this tensor is equal to ij component of this tensor, so both tensor will be equal. So therefore tensor product of vectors A and B, it's a product with the tensor product of vectors C and D is equal to b dot c into tensor product of vectors A and D. So these are a few properties, and I discussed one problem. This is the assignment for you. So in this assignment, assignment 1, what you have to do, so aij, uh, this aij be a suppose element of a 3 cross 3 matrix related to xi system. Then for two arbitrary vectors ai ai bici, if aij bicj is a scalar, then we have to show that aij are components of a second order tensor. So here we have to use the quotient law and we have to be prove it. And the second assignment, by using the transformation law for a vector, we have to show that a cross b cross product of two vector is again a vector. So you use the transformation law and you try to do it. uh, if you have any difficulty, you please mail to me. So thank you very much.